With that, we've got Scott
Yeah.
Pierce, listings to leads. We're going to talk about how to get more listings, how to get listings consistently. Scott, really quick, can you tell us what your company does? Because there are so many layers to it.
Yeah, exactly. So many layers to it.
Let's go. Give us like a minute intro so people understand.
So we help agents market listings. There's a borrowed. We help them go after expired, canceled FSBO listings with a 27-page marketing plan that can be customized to their home. We have a full marketing platform to go after those types of leads. We've got an amazing ads platform. To your point a little earlier, my wife has been running, she's a mortgage broker, and she runs video ads on Facebook. She uses those videos on TikTok, Instagram, and all the different platforms. And I tell you, she now gets people calling her because I saw your video and I just didn't know if you were really real or not. And so I wanted to call and find out. And so, doing video in the beginning, it may seem like it's not really getting traction, but I'm telling you, it's absolutely amazing. So we'll talk more about that in a little bit. I just want to say that while I was thinking there. PDF guides with full marketing platforms, open house just listed, pending, coming soon, just listed, an entire marketing suite where as soon as that listing is brought in from the MLS, or you can add it yourself, everything is ready. So you don't really have to do anything as far as editing or Canva or this or that. Everything is ready for you, completely branded. We offer free onboarding. So when you sign up for Listings to Leads, you're going to be contacted by one of our people. They're going to attempt to set up a call with you to walk you through the account so that you're getting up to speed a lot quicker. A lot of other stuff that we can talk about here as well today.
I love that, man. So when you're looking at Listings to Leads, you and I talked initially about 3 months ago, and you said, Tristan, this is the one thing that everyone needs when it comes to having ready as a PDF, as a giveaway, as a value-driven piece of content.
Yeah.
And I actually took that to heart. I was like, dude, I didn't even think that I needed this all the time, but it makes sense. Everyone needs it, right?
My daughter right now, she just got a real estate license in July, and she's been doing open houses for other people. She's out door knocking with one of our nearby homeowner letters. So it's like an invite to the open house that she's holding open, right? Mm-hmm. Nothing she had to do, just print it, and now she's out door knocking right now. She's got this with her, which is the 27-page marketing plan that's completely interactive. And so as she's door knocking these homes to invite them to the open house, she has this. So if she's talking to somebody, they ask about the market, she can say, yeah, this is the marketing plan that we use. And then she can offer them, I can email this to you as a link. I can text it to you as a link. I can create it specifically for your home so that it features your home all the way throughout. Then you can create them specifically for expires, cancels, and FSBOs as well. So yeah, it's so powerful. We just had a client tell me the other day, he won a $700,000 listing with this right here. And the woman was an editor for a magazine. And she said, and he walked into the listing presentation with this, and they walked through it. And she said, this is amazing. It answered every question I had for you. So she goes, I don't have to ask you any more questions. So I was going to find out how you're going to market our home. None of the other agents really walked us through that. They told us they'll do social media. They told us they might do this, but they didn't really show us. And so for him to be able to walk in with this, 2 minutes to create, again, no editing, it helped him win the deal with a lot less stress, a lot less conversation. You want to have conversation, obviously, but you want the conversation to be about other things and to be able to show them, hey, how am I going to market your home? Because that's what they want to know. All right.
Yeah, that's true. I've got a question on that because Nick mentioned earlier when we were talking to the Land Voice guys, he said that he's got ISAs reaching out to expireds in his area, but he's also mailing them stuff like expired packets, FSBO packets.
Yep.
What does that look like in your world? Are these already pre-made? And if so, what does it typically include?
Yeah. So let's say as far as like a mailing or door knocking, it'd be a very similar thing that you're going to be using. We got the plan. We got a cover letter that you can take and edit if you want, or you can create your own. We've got a seller process overview that goes along with it. And we train on something called a trash sheet, where you take the MLS printout, you print page 1 of 1 at the top, black and white, circle a few things on the bottom. I know why your home didn't sell. So if you can put those 4 things together, drop it in the mail. And that's one of the things that we're doing with her, right? I literally just got her, like, she's 20 years old. Never really had a professional job before. So I'm a little bit, not worried, but I'm like, all right, listen, you're on a learning curve. You're 20 years old. You're just getting into this, but you got to start going after listings right away and just fail forward. All right. You just keep doing it, because this will work. You're going to find your voice. You're going to find your feet, but it's the consistency and paying attention to what you're doing that matters the most. Right. Because if we're not consistent, we're not paying attention to what we're doing, we're always all over the place trying to figure out something new and wondering why it's not working for us.
All right. On that note, you've got a daughter who just jumped into real estate. This is perfect, because if we're looking to get business in the next 30 to 60 days, fast, right? Let's go with listings. What does that look like? Where do we go? Where do we start?
So her first open house, second open house that she did for another agent, again, she borrowed it. At the open house, she actually had this at the open house. And as people are walking through, she'll invite people to take a look at her marketing plan if they're interested. Somebody did, they picked it up. They are now a buyer and a seller lead. So she's got them, in conversation still. As she's door knocking these open houses, I mentioned she's got one of those with her, but she's also got a couple of packages, just like you're talking about mailing. We went in and we found a couple of expireds that are right in that same area of where she's door knocking. And she's got the full package, not just this, but the full package for the expired that she's going to be door knocking them as well.
What are we taking a look at when I'm on your website? Just so I know, what am I looking at that you're holding up here? Which one?
Oh, man, that may not even be on there.
But so it's a secret one that's not on there. You're showing us stuff that we can't get. I'm joking.
Yeah, we're just starting to go through. We're going to be adding some more stuff to the website. So we'll make sure we get that on there. But these are free. There's no extra cost to them, right? They're just part of the system. You get one by default when you first open up your account, but then you can create them for areas. You can create them for
like these. You're talking like the 80 branded guides,
kind of like that. But this is now specific just for that home, and it is their home on every page throughout. It's got a scannable QR code to the property website, a custom domain. Like, for example, this one right here. If I take a look at it, your NorCal home is .americasbestlisting.com. So when people see that, when people see the marketing and they see those domains, they go absolutely nuts, because they're thinking, it's very psychological, right? When a homeowner sees your marketing, and in your marketing, you're promoting their home as americasbestlisting.com, right? And you got and you normally will have their address in front of that. They absolutely love it.
Okay. Question. I'm going to share my screen this time so people can see it too.
And if you want, I can share my screen if that's available, or if not.
Yeah, for sure. But I have a question about when we're looking at getting business now. So you gave us one, which I love that. Yes, do more open houses and have things to give away that's value driven.
Yep.
When we're looking at getting more listings in the next few days, few weeks, what does this listing marketing mean? This thing that you've automated. What is this? What does this look like?
So, all right. So that is, again, you bring your listing into the system. Hopefully will come in from the MLS if your MLS is connected to it, and everything is automatically created. So when we run, for example, ads, or we run an e-flyer to your database, or we do a social media post, there is always a call to action for homeowners that may be looking at your marketing.
They can download it.
Homeowners are always looking at listings so far upstream. They don't, when they start first thinking about, we might sell our house at some point soon, they don't call an agent, right? They're not calling an agent at that point. They're on Facebook. They see an email. They see a property that kind of looks like theirs. It might be in the area. So they click it. It could be an ad. It could be a post. It could be a TikTok. And so when they click it, and we were talking about this last time, for example, in the Facebook ads, right? In our Facebook lead forms, not only do we collect name, email, and phone number, what's your time frame to buy? Do you have a home to sell? All right. So that is one of the questions in there. And then what would be most helpful right now? So when people are, for a coming soon, a just listed, an open house, an active listing. When people are going through your marketing, they can actually engage at their level, right? As a homeowner, as a would-be seller. When it gets to pending and sold, all right? When you got a pending listing, all right, you may not want to start marketing it on the day it goes into escrow, but when the contingencies are removed, you damn well want to start marketing that, because that is why they hired you. They didn't hire you, right, to list the home and market it. I mean, that's part of it. They hired you to sell it. So when you get a home in the contract and the contingencies are removed, our pending marketing, whether you're the listing or even the selling agent, that's the thing that a lot of agents don't think about. You can market listings when you're the selling agent, and especially at just sold. So our entire just sold marketing platform for both listing agents and selling agents, again, is just letting everybody know social media, your database, your farm, all right, all the different social platforms that we just got another home sold. You can put in there, you might put in there, for example, in 23 days, over asking. If you got nothing else, maybe it was 300 days on market, sold a little bit below asking, you don't put that in there. But you would say, our 100-point home marketing plan got another home sold in Folsom. Click below to get a copy of our plan.
I love that. You know what? That actually works really well for Nick. Nick does these great YouTube videos for Michigan or Detroit, in that area.
Yeah.
And he has this this value add that people can request, right, through a link. And he only does it for YouTube. And it performs incredibly well. So
we do that everywhere.
I was going to say, imagine if we actually did it everywhere.
Right.
So I love that.
Nick, I don't know if you know this, Nick. I'm actually from Flint, Michigan.
Oh, are you? I'm about 30 minutes south of Flint.
Yeah, I went to Powers Catholic High School.
Oh, my nephew Charlie goes to Powers. He plays soccer for Powers.
Great school.
And my niece Madeline too. Their brother and sister.
Oh, awesome.
Small world.
Yes, sir. So so then it gets into the PDF guides, like we were talking about earlier. We got 40 plus PDF guides for sellers, homeowners, 40 for the buyers. Retargeting Facebook ads. So putting up go to Land Voice, download a list of all the homes in the area, take your database, create a custom audience on Facebook. You can do that through Listings to Leads.
You do that for us?
Yeah. You can even send our support team your CSV file if you're not comfortable doing it. We'll reformat it for you, and then we'll upload it into Facebook through our system, and then it sends it over to Facebook. I've seen custom audiences be active within 15 minutes.
Dude, I could totally see
one
that.
for my daughter for 2,000 contacts, and it was live in 15 minutes. And we're running a $2 a day retargeting ad to all the expireds in her sales area. Okay,
hold on. Let's just go through what you're doing for your daughter, because you're trying to get her the most business as soon as possible, right? Yep. You're trying for her to succeed.
Yep. She's already got a deal and contract. They're going to be closing in about 2 weeks.
So then, yes, let's talk about what you just did there. Are you just retargeting expired? Did she have a database from her phone? Did you do a farm area? What's going on? Tell me.
For the expired, she's got nothing. So we're using a service, right, to get the expired data. And then and she also uses Go High Level as her CRM. We got the AI tech all connected and everything. Awesome. So anytime a lead comes in, the AI text will engage it right away. Okay. And in fact, all the way to the point where she'll literally get a lead coming in, Listings to Leads, go to Go High Level immediately. AI text will engage, and it will set appointments. And she's sitting there like, oh, I got to make a phone call to somebody, because the whole thing set it up for her. And we integrate with Wise Agent. I mean, I've known Brandon for 15 years. And I think Wise Agent was one of the very first CRMs that we integrated with. So any CRM that you have, you may be using their service, their AI, the leads can go right there. Yeah. Automatically, we've got an API with them, and if you want their AI to handle it, let their AI handle it, no problem.
So how would you use your specific services? Because when I went through that section on your website, there's a lot there. So what do I gravitate to first so that I can get business as fast as possible? Would you suggest that I go, if I've already been in the business for a while, I have a large database? Yep. Would I retarget my database so that they can see these value-driven pieces of content to download, or do I go a different route?
Dude, I would for example, we got pending and sold listings. We got all the different landing pages, cash offer, home value, other ones as well for sellers. So when I'm running, let's say I got a pending or sold listing, I would run it as an ad to just the general audience. I would run another ad targeted to my database, right? Because that's what if you're looking for sellers, we want to show success as an agent that can get homes sold. We can talk about market stats, we can talk about other things, but to actually talk about properties that we helped get into contract or help getting sold, then we can run ads for the marketing plan. So we could upload the ad for a marketing plan, and the ads can be video ads, they can be image ads, they can be carousel ads, whatever. Run that to your custom audience so that we got multiple things, $1 a day, $2 a day going to them, keeping a nice budget, keeping you in front of these people. Everything that can be a post or an ad, we got an email, right? Pre-templated. You can drop it into Wise Agent and send it. You can send it through our system to the leads in our system. Any CRM, right? Any CRM, you can send those through. And then the get back to her, because you said, well, what are you doing for her? Because you want her to succeed. So it's open houses every weekend, and she's into it. And I didn't even have to tell her twice to go door knock. I asked her, what are you doing today? She goes, oh, I'm going door knocking for the open house this weekend. I said, I love it. Great. And I said, go ahead and make sure you got this with you so that when you're talking to people, you can offer to send them one. She goes, Dad, I already got it. Okay, great. And then while she was getting ready, I said, hey, listen, here are a couple of expireds that are right in that area. So while we're door knocking these homeowners around the open house to invite them, and the beautiful thing is, we're not just inviting them, right? We're giving them a letter. It's 8.5 by 11. She could have taken a postcard or a door hanger. On the quote unquote invitation, text code for the single property website, which of course you get the phone number right away, and it sends it to them right away. We got a QR code. We got those custom domains that people can see, and it lets them know that when this home is sold, it will affect their home value with a custom link to a home value landing page. Although in our single property websites, we have the home value landing page embedded. So anytime a homeowner, like we talked about earlier, so far upstream, they see a home on Facebook, an email, they click it, they're scrolling through the property website, and then they see, oh, I can get my home value right here. But back to the invite for the open houses, the paper itself or the invite itself is self-contained. So even if they never come over to the open house, they get to the property website, they can get to a home value for free, completely branded, all of her stuff on there. And so, as she's learned so fast, I love it. Door knocking, maybe it's a waste of time. She's got little bags so she can put it on the door. So no door will go, unanswered. Even if they don't answer it, there's going to be something there for them.
Yes.
And then, like I said, she's going to be door knocking a couple of expireds. She's got her call script and her text script in case they're not there. So she'll leave it at the door. And if they're not there, she'll call them. Hey, I left my 100-point home. I saw your home was on the market for 133 days. It didn't sell back in October 2025. And so I left my 100+ point home marketing plan to get your home sold. It's by the door right behind the bench.
That's cool.
Send that via text right away. And it's just doing the open houses every weekend. It's doing these drop-offs every weekend. Again, we got these for FSBOs. We got them for expireds. We got them for canceled. And then we got the standard ones. Sending the standard ones to all of the seller leads in your database. I tell people we got an entire marketing platform around these booklets. And so I tell people once a month, you should be sending this to your database because people are always coming in and out of the market, right?
Yeah, true.
It might be June, we start kind of thinking. July, now we're thinking. August, we are starting to think about getting a little bit more active with it. You never know where they're at. So if you're always doing this kind of one and done and, I sent it out once and it didn't work. Well, nothing we do once is going to work that well. I go to the gym once on a Monday, 2 weeks from now, those benefits are not really going to be there with me. So that's the thing that so many agents just fail on, right? The next shiny object, they can't stay consistent. They get down on themselves so fast when, listen, like again, my wife, who's a mortgage broker for 24 years now, she is that snowball effect because she's been doing these ads. She's probably spent $8,000 on the same video ad.
That's funny.
And she's at least 30 ROI on it already.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So there's a QR code. I put up the link. When I'm looking on your website, I'm looking at this pricing right here.
Yes.
Let me just go through it. So you can then tell us what we get if we're part of Lab Code Agents here. So people understand what's the difference here when I'm looking at your site.
So agent launch, $95 a month. You get 30 days for free with the LCA listings2leads.com/LCA. I believe that's what the QR code is going to scan to. 30 days free. You're going to get an onboarding call for the $95. That's 10 listings at a time that you can market, right?
Okay.
Typically, most agents are under 10 listings. So you don't need really anything more than that. Then we go up to 250. That would be more for big agents. And now we've also got team accounts. It says offices and teams. The team account for up to 5 agents is also $250. And the beautiful thing about a team account, unlimited listings for every agent underneath it.
So hold on, 250 also for teams. How many team members?
5 total agents within that account.
Okay, got it. And they get all of this stuff right here.
Everything there. Yep.
Okay, so when we're looking at, give me a second. There was something here that I wanted to see. The ads, right? Yes. How many ads can we run at a time? I know that the ad budget is on us, but how many? Oh
yeah, unlimited.
Okay, perfect.
Traffic, lead form, video views, retargeting, custom audiences, Google ads. They literally take about 15 seconds to run. Everything is preset. We've been doing this for 15 years. So all the presets are set for you. All you need to do is confirm location, confirm your budget. If the images look good, everything is customizable, but you literally just have to click the create ad button and you're off and running. Okay,
perfect. And then obviously if your team's spread within, like my team's spread between 3 different counties, we can run, that doesn't matter where, because it's just connected to their Facebook account, right? If I want to run it on theirs, right?
Yes. Yeah. You can actually manage all the agents from the team login. Every agent can do different branding. So for example, if one was in a different county, if it's a team, I assume you're all consistent in your branding, but just for whatever purpose. Yeah.
I love this. All right, everybody scan that. I think when I first talked to you, we did this 3-4 months ago, first time. Yeah. I think the one thing I left with was that every agent and brokerage and team needs to start with what you created, because it sets us off right with the right type of content to be giving it out, whether it's digital or in person.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times we start in this business, but we don't know what to give. And then because we don't know what to give, we don't know what to say sometimes because it's not tied together, right?
Right.
You give us a lot. You have us a lot to do here, man.
Yeah. Well, now I tell people, when you're brand new, like with my daughter, learn your listing presentation, learn your marketing plan, because you don't want to sound umming and ahhing and this and that when you're talking to a homeowner. You want to be able to show them, but you want to be able to talk it through them. Then you're going to get more confident. You're going to be more comfortable talking to homeowners. When you're in a listing presentation, it's going to go a lot more smooth. And then from there, start doing open houses, start doing the videos, right? YouTube. My wife is now doing lives every week as well. And
oh, damn.
So getting comfortable with it. I think she's on her fifth one now.
We should interview on our next one. We should interview your wife and your daughter in one session.
That would be fun.
That would be fun,
like in a month from now, dude.
Yeah, let's do that.
That would be fun. Yeah.
There's 2 takes on it. One's newer, one's been in it for a while. The strategy's a little different, but we're seeing both sides of that. I love that.
That would be awesome.
Let's do that.
Cool. Yeah, we'll put it together for our next call.
This is one thing that you all need. I would definitely jump in with them, especially it's 30 days for free. You can take a look at it, see if it fits. You'll get something out of it. So
Scott, and please just take advantage of the onboarding call. Do not try to learn this yourself in the very, very beginning. But like you said, there's a lot to it. And so we want to be able to walk you through what's important to you. Everyone's a little bit different. And we want to make sure we customize a plan for you to get going with it.
I love it. All right, Scott Pierce, in parentheses, amazing dude.
And listing the leads has been around a while, and they have been staying consistently changing, not changing to change, but changing with the technology that has come around. I use listing. It's been a while, but I used them back when I first started. We were using the home valuation, landing pages, and they converted. To see them where they were and where they are now is night and day, and it's definitely
true.
Worth
That's
looking
so
at.
true.
And it just comes down to, again, being present, right?
Yeah.
And also showing the expired leads that you may call that, hey, I actually do market. Like, here's what we're doing to market. Here's how we're doing it.
When it gives you something, you're talking to a buyer, how are you different from every other agent? Right? How are you different? So when you can tell a buyer, listen, I actively go after off-market listings. And when I know what you're looking for and I can find something, we might be able to get you into something with no bidding, right? With maybe get some better seller concessions. So it's great for going after buyer leads as well.
Yeah.
Very true. Very
I was going to say, you know what else I love? Like, you're in the business too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
a lot of the, I'm not talking negatively about any of the other companies, but I'm saying, like, it definitely helps when someone who runs a company like is in the business. You know what I mean? Because they know what the agents need and want, and they're living it.
Well, not only do I look at myself as a chief customer support for all of our clients, but I also look at myself as a VA for my wife and my daughter now.
I love it. I
really love it because I get their feedback immediately.
Quarterbacking things.
That's
so true.
That's cool.
All right, Scott, thanks for being on. Listen to leads, everyone. Check them out. QR code link. Easy to find them. They've been around for a long time, offering value. Thanks for being on, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. Be good. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.